Perfect. So when it comes to error spotting is basically a mixture of all the topics found in English grammar. Starting with articles, you can have errors with articles too. Second is parts of speech. After parts of speech, you have something called gerunds and subject verb agreement. You can have errors with these topics too. Apart from these four topics, that's articles, parts of speech, gerunds, and subject verb agreement, there are a few rules or a few basicalities that have to be taken care of. And we'll be focusing on those points here in today's class. Starting with articles a, and the. When those two articles, that is a and an, form one group, and the forms another group. Okay. First, coming to definite, we know that a, an, and the are the universal forms of articles, and they are divided into two groups. The first group is called the definite article group. Now, when I say definite article, this the is used in places where we are being very specific or particular. The heading itself says definite. So it means we use it when we are trying to figure out something, or when we're trying to specify something that's particular. We use the when we want to address plural nouns and superlative form of comparison. When I say superlative form of comparison, it means the highest degree. For example, good, better, best. So, best is a superlative degree, the highest degree. Pretty, more pretty, most pretty. So, most pretty is your superlative degree, the highest comparison. The highest form of comparison is called superlative degree of comparison. And then we have something called collective nouns. Collective nouns are nothing but a group. So, we use the in these three cases. Next, coming to the next two articles, that's a and an. We say indefinite articles. So the name itself says we use these articles a and an in places where we do not have to indicate something that is, very definite or very specific. It is used before singular nouns. It is used to refer to general stuff where we're not being very specific. Okay. Now, when it comes to a and an, we use a before consonants and an before vowels. Can someone name the vowels for me?
A E I O U.
Perfect. So these letters A, E, I, O, U in your English grammar are called vowels. So we use an before them. Next coming to A, that is a, pronounce it as A or a. We use this before all the other alphabets other than vowels. Okay, so that is how it works. This is with a definite and indefinite. Next, coming to the actual rules of error spotting. Error spotting, the very first rule is there are a few certain nouns that they are singular, but they actually represent plurality. Plurality means more than one. For example, you have the word police. Police can be one or it can be more than one also. Correct? When I say he's a policeman, so I'm talking about one man. These are policemen, so it means more than one. So if I just say police, in general, it can be one or it can be more than one also. So though the word is being singular, it holds a plural meaning. So when it holds a plural meaning, it also holds a plural verb. Now, when I say plural verb, has is used before singular and have is used to indicate plurality. Please make a note. Has is for singular and have is for plurality. Okay? So, when I say people, though it sounds plural or sometimes singular in different scenarios, when I say or when I use a plural form, the verb which comes along with it, it's also plural. Okay, that's why it's not people has left, it's people have left. Did you all understand the first point? Next, moving on to the second one. Certain nouns take the plural form because of their sorry. Certain nouns take plural verb because of their plural form. Now, when I say spectacles, the glasses that I wear to view something, it I say spectacles, which means one, but it has s with it. So generally, when we add s to a word, it means plural. But there are cases where there are few nouns, certain nouns that take the plural form because of the plural verb. When I say trousers, I can either be talking about one trouser, two trousers, three trousers. The name trousers means many. It sounds like many because you have s to it, but sometimes it also means singular. When I say scissors, if I want one scissor, I will say please pass me the scissors. Or if I want 100 scissors, I will still say please pass me the scissors. Or I might say pass me the box of scissors to be specific. So there are a few words which sound singular and have a plural meaning. Vice versa, there are a few words who sound plural but have a singular meaning. Okay? In such cases, it's the same rule. Though the first rule and the second rule are basically the contradict of each other, the rule holds the same. Whenever you find plural words, you use a plural verb. Okay? So plural word has a plural verb. Is used for singular, whereas are is used for plural. Did you all get this? Any doubts so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Moving on to the third one. When we find a noun which denotes either weight, number, money, length, or measure, the noun form does not change as long as the other noun or pronoun follows it. Now, what do I mean by this? This is a 9 meters scale. This is a 9-meter scale. Now, 9 is a number. So the noun or the pronoun which comes along with it should be singular because 9 is a number, it's already plural, right? So in such cases, the following verb or the following noun pronoun should be singular. So this is a 9-meter scale. She weighs 89 kg. The rice sack is 25 kg. So 25 is already number, it is plural form. So the helping verb, pronoun, or noun should be singular. Okay, did you get this? This happens only in cases where weight, number, money, length, or a measurement is involved. Okay, please make a note of this for the ones who have just joined. If it's your first class, please make a note of it. Can we move on to the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next question. Or sorry, next point. When the pronoun one is used, it should be maintained throughout the whole sentence, which means one must help his siblings, one must help one's siblings. When you use the word one, and when you're using it in cases where there's a contradiction is what do you mean by contradiction? Something where there is a comparison. You're telling this is happening because of that, or contradiction is nothing but comparison or in relation. There are two meanings here. So whenever you find words like that, especially the word one, make sure you use the word one again in the sentence. Instead of using a pronoun, you use that one again. That is what it says. When the pronoun one is used, it should be maintained throughout the sentence. So instead of saying one must help his siblings, one must help their siblings, I say one must help one's siblings. I'm talking in I format. I'm talking in the first human format. That is I, me, myself. I'll not be talking in second format or the third format. Okay? So this is with the fourth point. Please make a note. Shall we move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, for living people, whose is generally used, and for things that are non-living, which is used. It's just a general, statement where when you're using things like living, when you use living things, when you're specifying living things, or when you're trying to address living things, you use the letter whose, and for non-living, you you use the letter which. Sorry, you use a term which. Okay, there is no logic behind this. It's just one statement. For living people, you use whose, and for non living, you use which. Please make a note of this. Shall we move on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Sixth one. Fewer is used for denoting number, while yes is used for denoting quantity. Before that, can someone tell me the difference between number and quantity?
Number it's numeric and quantity means weight or like we can measure that.
Perfect. Number is something countable, whereas quantity is something that's measured. You can't count it. For example, I have 10 water bottles with me, so I can count. Whereas when I say 1 liter of water, can I count the molecules and droplets of water? No, right? So that's the difference between number and quantity. Number is something that we can count. Oh, hold on, students. There's someone who wants to join. Yeah. So number is something where you can count, whereas quantity is something that you measure. So we use fewer when you want to denote a number and less when you want to denote some quantity. Okay, please make a note of this. Okay, so going on to the next one, something called question tags. So question tags are those tiny questions that you add at the end of a sentence. So if your sentence is positive, your question tag should be negative and vice versa. Did you all get the concept of question tags? Now I'll tell you what it means to have a negative question tag and positive question tag. So when I say positive question, it means you do not have the word not in it or any word in the not format. For example, isn't it? Isn't it is a combination of is and not. ISNOT is transformed into ISNT, right? So sentences are always opposite to question tags. So if your sentence is positive, your question tag should have the not format. And if your sentence has a not format in it, you remove the not from it. For example, did you eat your breakfast? So what will be the question tag?
Positive.
Yeah. So what would be your question tag? Negative or positive?
Positive.
Negative, ma'am.
Okay. If your sentence is positive, your question tag is negative. Okay, it's the opposite. So if I am asking y'all, did you have dinner? What would your question tag be?
Isn't it, ma'am?
Okay. Did you have dinner? Okay. I am not going there. Is my sentence positive or negative?
Negative.
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 Okay, so what would be your question tag?
Positive.
Perfect. So did you all understand the concept of
Yes,
negative
ma'am.
and positive?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So shall we move on?
One second.
Okay. Please take your time. Make a note of it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So these are the rules and regulations that is needed at this point of time. All of the other rules and regulations that you see here, we'll be focusing on that when we are going to solve subject of agreement and gerunds. Okay. So for now, for error spotting, please make a note till your seventh rule. The next five rules are focusing on subject of agreement and gerunds. So when we are focusing on that topic, we'll be solving this simultaneously. Okay. Shall we start with the questions? Now, when I say questions, you have to add in all your grammatical knowledge here, starting from articles, parts of speech, and the ones that we just saw. It might be some minor grammatical error or some punctuation error. It can be anything. When I say error, it can be anything on planet and off planet. Okay, so you're just supposed to read it, try to understand, and yeah, there might be questions where there are no errors at all. Okay, there are chances where there are no errors at all. They just give you that to confuse you. So please put in all your knowledge and try answering it. Okay, there's nothing difficult here. You just have to practice more and more questions. Starting from today, you all can start guessing it. First question: a sentence has been, and one more important thing I tell all my students, read the directions thoroughly, because sometimes every question has different directions. When I say directions, not the directions that you follow on Google Maps. These are the directions you follow to solve the question. So when I say directions, please read it thoroughly, because sometimes I'll ask, they have divided the entire question into four sentences, right? Sometimes I'll ask you to eliminate one sentence out and solve the next four. So they'll give you different methods. They have different methods of asking questions. So please read the directions thoroughly once. Here it says, a sentence has been divided in five parts. Select the grammatically correct sentence and mark the option accordingly. So either the error is in A or B or C or D, or all the parts are correct. So please take your time and try answering it.
Ma'am,
Yes, Vaibhav?
is it B?
B, okay.
B. B for
B
ball.
for donkey. Okay.
No, B for ball.
Okay.
Ma'am, A, ma'am.
Okay. One says A and the other says B. Okay. Why A and why B?
Ma'am, in A, before interest, it should be and, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, I say it's B because that is set aside to fund merit scholarships for outstanding high school seniors.
For outstanding. Yeah. Okay. What was the first error? A. Who gave me the answer for A?
Gaussian.
Okay. What was the error there?
Before interest earned, it should be earned.
Okay. The portion of an interest earned on the state. Okay. No, dear. It wouldn't be and because they're telling you that the portion of interest belongs to the state government. Oh, sorry, state university. They're being specific, right? They're telling you very specifically it's the state university. So when they're telling you specifically what article do we use? We use the article the. Correct. So it's the here. It's correct. Okay. The
Okay,
error
ma'am.
here, yeah, the error here is in B. It's just a normal grammatical error that is set aside to fund merit scholarships for outstanding students. Okay, it's just a normal grammar error. So the error is in B. Did you all understood? Sorry, did you all understand? I made an error in my sentence now. So did you all understand why? Okay. Moving on to the second one. The public's expectation of what they hope to learn from a visit to the museum is quite different nowadays of the intentions with which museums in India were created.
Ma'am,
Yes, Vaibhav?
is expectation supposed to be plural?
Expectation should be plural.
Plural.
No,
Uh,
because publics is already in
okay.
plural, right?
In that case, I think it's nowadays of the intentions.
Nowadays, okay. What should be the correct one? The lot from a
Uh,
visit to the museum is quite different of the intentions. Okay, here the errors in C, but
yeah.
the error is here. You just have to eliminate this word nowadays. The public's
Okay.
expectation of what they hope to learn from a visit to the museum is quite different of the intentions with which.
Okay.
Okay, the word nowadays, here they have not used any tense, but here they're telling you
Mm-hmm.
nowadays. So nowadays it can either be in the past tense or in the future tense or in the present tense. It's mixed.
Okay. Mm.
So what we do is we eliminate that out.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the error in C. Did you all get it? The other students? Girls? Any doubts? I'll repeat, the error here is with tenses. If in a sentence, when you find tense, the entire sentence should be in the same tense. For example, if I'm talking about the past, I should end my entire sentence in past tense. If it's present, present, future, future. But here they have told you nowadays. When I say nowadays, I can either be talking about what happened a few days back. Nowadays, student Gen Z is where, and all of it. Or nowadays, I might be talking about the present time. Or I might be talking about the future also. So there are different scenarios. It's a mixture of tenses. So the error is there. So you just remove that sentence out. Okay. Moving on to the third one. The fundamental point thus being established is the veracity of consciousness when it does not go beyond itself or do not postulate something which are external to itself.
D.
D for donkey?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's which is external to
Okay.
itself.
The fundamental point thus being established is the veracity of consciousness when it does not go beyond itself or do not postulate something which is external to itself. Perfect. Here the error is with singular and plural forms. The very first rule. When you have a singular form, the verb is also singular and vice versa. So instead of are, it should be is. Okay? The very first rule that we saw in error spotting. Did you all get it? Students? The others in class? Okay. Next question.
Ma'am,
Yes, Vaibhav?
I think it's option D.
Okay.
For him sounds wrong.
Okay. In 1566, Victor was summoned after a newly erected tribunal and condemned to death against gross neglect of duty, though not one of the frivolous charges brought for him could be, instead of for him, it should be to him. Okay, that's
What
the
if
error
it's
here.
against him?
Okay, 1 minute. Though not one of the frivolous charges brought against him could be sustained. In 1566, Victor was summoned after a newly erected tribunal and condemned to death against gross neglect of duty, though not one of the frivolous charges brought against to him. Here they're talking about the charges that are summoned on him, right? So how can the charges be against him? See, here you have the word against. So here they're telling that this guy was summoned because he's done something. So when you're summoning something or when you're putting on rules on someone, it is never against them. It is for them to do it. Okay. So it's not for him. It should be though not one of the frivolous charges brought on him or to him. There are two chances, either on him or to him. Okay. I repeat, here the error is in D, statement D. It is not for him. I'll tell you why. Because here they're talking about this guy, Victor, who was summoned against a few charges. Okay. When I say charges, charges are implied on someone. If I have made a mistake, the government implies a charge on me or to me. It is never against me. So the error is here. Instead of for, it is on him or to him. Why to? Because we're using pronouns. Him is a pronoun. Did you all get it? What are the other students other than Vaibhav? Girls? Priya, Shivani, Gaushni, are you guys able to understand? If you want me to
Yes,
go
ma'am.
slow, okay. If you want me to stop somewhere, you all can voice out or please raise your hands. Priya, are you able to understand?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you want me to go slow?
Yeah.
Okay. Moving on to the fifth question. The present dearth of referral practices north of the border makes this the ideal time to aggressively pursue the initiative. Students, there are also chances where there might be no errors in the sentence. So when you're reading it, try adding your knowledge. Also, try having a contradict statement of what if there are no errors at all.
I don't think this has any errors.
Yeah, perfect. The present dearth of referral practices north of the border makes this the ideal time to aggressively pursue this initiative. There are no errors at all. They're talking in one tense, that is the present tense. They're focusing only on one particular form of tense. So there is no error with tense. There is no error with parts of speech. There are no errors with articles as well. So the error answer is all are correct. Did you all get it? What about the other students? Okay. Sixth one. Again, directions. In the question below, a sentence is divided into four parts, out of which one part has an error. Find the part with an error and mark the sentence. Okay. So here they've given you four parts. The only difference between the above sentences, here they've just divided the parts and they've asked you to directly put a tick on it. Here they've given you options as well. 3 decades after its economy was liberalized, India remains a complex and challenging place to do business. Here, the error, I'll just give you a hint. The error is not with question tags, but it follows the concept of question tags. Remember, I told you is not. When you combine both, it becomes isn't. It's the same rule here. It's not positive sentence and negative sentence, but it's a combination of two words. You can apply that thing here.
Ma'am, B. B for ball.
What is the error there?
It was liberalized, but India remained.
Okay, perfect. There are two errors here. One is an error A and sentence A and sentence B. Sentence B, I'll tell you, just like one of your classmates told you, it's liberalized, which means it is in past tense. So your entire sentence should be in past tense. So it is India remains, turns into India remained a complex and challenging place to do business. That's the first error. Okay. Second error is in sentence A. Here it's is a combination of the word it and is. It is. So 3 decades after, it is economy. It's wrong. It is not it is economy. It's economy. So what happens is it's just one apostrophe. One apostrophe can make the entire difference. So instead of adding an apostrophe, what you do is you remove that apostrophe. Whenever you find apostrophe, it and you sorry. Okay, the first one is it, and the other one is. So whenever you find an apostrophe in a word, it means the combination of two words. But when you do not have apostrophe, it means it's one single sole word. So 3 decades after it is economy, it's grammatically wrong. So what you do is 3 decades after its economy. So you just remove the apostrophe from here. Did you all get it? It's just one minute mistake. I repeat, when we questioned, oh sorry, when we saw the question tags, isn't ISN apostrophe T. So when you find an apostrophe in the word, it means it's a combination of two words. But when you do not find an apostrophe, it means it's one single sole word. Okay? Here, when we see an apostrophe and we divided apostrophe, it is 3 decades after it is economy. It's wrong. So just to sound grammatically correct, what we do is we remove that apostrophe. So it becomes ITS without an apostrophe. Did you all get it? So there are two errors here, A and B. Understood, students? Girls and boys. Okay, I know you're hungry. We'll finish this and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, seventh one. You can start from here and the question continues here.
I think it's no error, ma'am.
No error. Okay. Seventh one. The much awaited vehicle scrap page policy announced by the Transport Ministry coming after the move for a green tax on aging and polluting automobiles, promising economic benefit. Okay, first one, there are two possibilities here. One is there is no error. Second is if we look at the topic of gerunds, there is an error. Okay, that is separate verb agreement. For that I will have to take another session where we'll be focusing only on gerunds and subject verb agreement. For now, please mark this question or make a note of this question. We'll be solving this only after we solve subject verb agreement and gerunds. Without that, if I explain this, you all will go crazy. Okay? Please make a note of this question. There is an error here. Grammatically, there is no error. Just like one of your classmates said, grammatically, there is no error. But when it comes logically, there is some error in singular subject, and there is one topic called singular subject and biplural subject. Singular means one subject, biplural is more than one. That comes under gerunds and subject verb agreement. So that logic applies here. So before we solve this, we look into the topic theoretically and then we'll come here. Okay? Please make a note of this. Can you move on to the next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 8-1. Iran is not the only country the US has. Okay, I guess you all can tell me where the error is. As soon as you read, you get the error.
B.
Yeah, instead of there, it should be where. Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So Iran is not the only country where the US has sought to destabilize the hostile governments. So it's just one grammatical mistake. Instead of there, it should be where. So the error is in B. Moving on to the ninth one.
Ma'am, it's C, ma'am.
C?
Yes, ma'am. Instead of but, it can be an and, ma'am.
Okay. Ambiverts can be good salespeople because they are able to listen to their clients and understand their needs, but also have an energy to sell their firms and also. Perfect. So instead of but, it should be and. Perfect. So the error is in C. Very good. Any doubts other than this, apart from this?
No, ma'am.
Okay. 10th one. Okay. I hope you all can see the 10th one because half question is here and the other half is here. Yeah.
Ma'am, C.
Okay.
Ma'am, A, ma'am.
Okay. 1 minute. Let me check. The America's main financial regulator looks poised to introduce rules forcing firms to reveal how climate change or efforts to fight it may affect their business. The answer is E. There is no error at all. I'll tell you why. A. America's main financial regulator looks poised to. It's one complete plain sentence which is bold and it's completely correct. B. Introduces rules forcing firms to. So they are talking about one thing, that is firms. And they're telling you that they're introducing the rules forcing the firms. So one statement, one subject only. Next, reveal how climate change or efforts to fight it. So they are forcing the firms to reveal how the climate change or efforts towards climate change that is implemented to fight that might affect their business. So everything is in one subject. They're talking about one particular thing, that is climate change and the efforts to fight it. That is fight who? The firms. Okay, so the answer is E. Grammatically, there is no error. Did you all get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next, 11th one. The following sentences have been divided into five parts A, B, C, D, and E. Read the sentences carefully to find out if there is an error in any part. The part, the bold part is error free. So here, see, they've given you one sentence and they're telling you whatever is in bold is error free. So basically, you have to just chuck this out and just look at the other sentences. Okay, just they're just trying to make your job a bit easy. Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, in this we want to find the error or the correction.
You're supposed to find the error. They're telling you you're supposed to find the error, but whichever sentence is in bold, that is not there. There is no error in that. So you can just ignore this and look at the other sentences.
Ma'am, is it D? D for dog, ma'am.
D for dog. Okay, what is it? What's the error in D?
Will be casted. Instead of casted, we can use casting, ma'am.
Okay, let me check. Okay, so the first error is in bold, which means there is no error in sentence A. So we start with B. West Bengal and Assam are all set to witness a fierce battle as they go to the polls on the first phase of assembly elections on Saturday. No error. People across 30 assembly constituency in West Bengal and 47 in Assam will be casted their ballot to decide the future of the state. Perfect. It's will be casting. It's in present tense. So the error here is in D. Sentence D. Did you all get it? The error here is in tense. That is, instead of casted, it should be casting. Okay, I am casting my vote. Did you all get it? 12th one.
Is it B?
B for banana. Okay. Mm, this is the fastest assembly election this year, and the second behind. What's the error in B?
Ma'am, before using the, we can use it's.
IT.
Yes, ma'am.
This is the fastest. This is the fastest assembly election this year, and is no. You're talking about IT or IS?
Ma'am, ITS, it's.
Okay. Yes, it is. It's this is the fastest assembly election this year, and you can there are two cases. It can either be and is the second behind, or and it is the second behind. It can either be it is or it's or only is. Okay. So the error is in B. Did you all get it? Are you able to find the errors? Are you finding it easy now? Sometimes there's a logic, sometimes there is no logic. It's just minute mistakes. So are you able to answer it? Are you able to find the errors?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So the error here is with B. It should either be it is or a combination of both. That's it's or only is. Anything. Moving on to the 13th one. In Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee.
Ma'am, it's C, ma'am.
C. In Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee led Trinamool Congress looks to retain a third term and guard its turf against the BJP, which shown. Okay, so what's the error here?
Ma'am, actually, it's both in A and C, ma'am. In A, big, instead of lead, it should be leads, ma'am. And in
Okay,
sentence C, it can be which shown instead of which shown, we can use which shows.
okay. In Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee leads Trinamool Congress, looks to retain a Looks to retain a third term and guard its turf against the BJP, which shows a improved performance. You're almost there, dear. Now, see, they're talking about during 2019 Lok Sabha elections. So it's basically in the past, right? It's something that's happened in the past. So your entire sentence also should be in past. So the answer would be the correction would be in Bengal, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee led Trinamool Congress to retain third term and guard its turf against the BJP, which showed a improved performance. Whatever you said was completely correct, but it should be in past tense. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's the error here. Anyone else? Did you all understand this? Any doubts so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay, moving on to the 14th one. The BJP has sworn to emerge vanquishing in West Bengal with a majority of at least 200 seats.
Ma'am, it's no error.
14th one. Mm, the BJP has sworn to emerge vanquishing in West Bengal with a majority of at least 200 seats. The party has been campaigning with Prime Minister. What's the error? No error, you said, right? The party has been campaigning with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's baptized for. What's that word? Okay, whatever that word is. Oh, it means real change. When I children here you have something in brackets, right? Does it says real change doesn't mean that that sentence should be changed. Whatever this word is, it's just the meaning of that. Okay, because I just got confused. Correct. The answer is no error. There is no error here. They're talking in one form of tense. No errors with question tags or combination of words, and articles are properly used. Did you all understand this? Any doubts so far?